Hey, Chris. Thank you for working on some of the graphic design ideas for this luxury brand, PAL Autoforma, personalized automotive protection, automated. We're kind of working on this concept where it's sort of like a build your own custom like car. It has subtext and tones. Well, it's not subtext. It is like building your own James Bond spy car in a highly automated custom like business high luxury brand experience, right? So I've been kind of exploring that a little bit, and we're starting to figure out what that looks like. This brand and the luxury service winds up being in level two, the essentially this kind of build a car factory experience. It's this high rise kind of thing, and it takes about 4 screens or so, and then you fight the facility itself. And in the background, as you continue to fight through the facility because you blow your way into it, it shows kind of that like customization experience. So whether that's in colorizing and picking weaponry, etc., etc. So we're also working on quite a few different things at the same time. So from this, I enjoyed that you had the reflection in here. I enjoyed some of the abstract, just like text fontage, like it's got a kind of bit of a sci-fi flavor to it, which I like. And then I thought I would walk you through a few other bits. So we talked about this. Yeah, so these are great. I definitely like those. And then as I was kind of coming down through to ideate through this a little bit here, I don't know what to do with this yet, but I kind of like this idea of the customer seeing kind of a projection of themselves in this like pod that's starting to like essentially be customized, right? Because you're customizing your own car. These are also like land and flying cars are in between, and then they're also weapons. So did some really rough kind of just awful generative art here to sort of figure out like, hey, I'm kind of looking at these kind of AR signs, and then the AR signs, and I'll show you some more examples of this, but these are kind of like your customizations. So the customer goes into the factory or the luxury showroom. Really, it's not really a factory. It's like a factory and a showroom together, right? And then they're interacting with these heads up displays, and they're choosing like their customizations. I couldn't quite get what I wanted there. I was taking a look at this. That kind of Spy Hunter car has made me think about Spy Hunter the game for a while, which is cool. Which I also played the I guess you call it the reboot of the game in the PS2 era, I think. Oh man, it's been some time. It wasn't a great game, unfortunately, but that was also a long time when I think they did the movie as well. So I think with a Rock, sad times. So here, not quite here, but like for instance, caltrops, missiles, things like that. Still couldn't quite get to where it's at. Another kind of mood piece, thinking about what this could look like and on how we do the big signage and what that looks like. I'm trying to capture in an image, essentially this kind of like highly custom battle car experience you wind up building. And then that kind of led me down to looking at, I really like these sort of like hollow displays to show how they're mounted to the car. And then if you interact with the AR display, those hollow displays then become the mechanics of the machinery or the pre-visualization. You could have weapons. You don't necessarily need them, right? But that's kind of like the experience there. And then as a reminder, we've got, this is kind of a very rough sketch of sort of like the main like car showroom. So up until this point, this is where the main showdown happens. And so you have in previous screens, we have like the idea of these kind of customizations, the lobby, and how you go through like this kind of 4-step, or 4-room process. We have to figure out how we want to lay it out. But then it culminates in the end with the car that you've built, and then you wind up not only fighting the facility, the factory itself, but you're going to fight the cars. So it's going to be super fun, I think, in that respect. And then I think, was there something else? There was something else. Oh, I thought I had this here. Let me see here. Maybe I didn't save it. Real quick. I think it was in Mid. Oh no, it's not Midjourney. It is over here. There we go. Over here. All right. And no, that's not the right place. It's Midjourney again. It's one of these. Let's see. I was a little frazzled dazzled, so I'm looking for where I was at. Come on, load. Art generation. Yeah. So yeah, some of this ideation, I didn't quite get to where I wanted as well. But here's a good example of like, again, super generic, whatever. But I think the main thing here is I really want to see these like hollow additions that are built into the car itself. This isn't an inside for the car, but like the grappling hook and like, this is all just AI slot. But there's something interesting in this like AR customization menu thing that I want to bring into our main, like, this is how you interact, right? And then showing all of the different potential customizations to then paint the narrative that we're like creating these like, high-end luxury, like battle cars, right? Maybe it's like a Twisted Metal of the future or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I wanted to also include that because I thought I did, but I think I got distracted. So we had this there. Is this here? Yeah, I think. So I had those. Let me just add this back in. All right, but this is just minutia. So what I'll do is I'll put this into the post itself. I thought I would give this to you as a bit of feedback. We're gonna still work through the customizations, but I thought that's why the brand exists, and that's kind of this like super ultra violent kind of like RoboCop inspired world flavor to that. So let's iterate and we'll work on it and we'll go from there. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you.